Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh fans! Junkwarriordude here again, and today I will be bringing you the video I promised, and that's the Paintman deck. So let's start really quick, and the first card we have is Tribal Paintman, a wind monster, level 3, Beast Warrior type effect monster. Its effect reads, once per turn during your main phase, you can discard one card, destroy one spell slash trap on the field. When this card leaves the field, you can add one card discarded to the graveyard by this card's effect to your hand, and you skip your next draw phase. Its attack is 1100 and its defense is 900. Okay, so basically the Paintman deck consists of discarding cards from your hand. So basically cards like Reckless Greed and cards that allow you to draw are they really come in handy in this deck because you'll be out of hand in no time. So you can activate their effects. Okay, so for the next one we have Mutant Paintman. It's a dark monster, level 3. It's a beast warrior, obviously. And its effect reads, once per turn during your main phase, you can discard one card, destroy one monster on the field. When this card leaves the field, you can add one card discarded to the graveyard by this card's effect to your hand, and you skip your next draw phase. Its attack is 1300, and its defense is 700. So basically, they all do the same thing. Discard, you discard, activate his effect, and if he goes to the graveyard, you get a card back that you discarded by his effect, not any other card, by his effect. So example, if you discard Monster Reborn with Mutant Paintman, when Mutant Paintman leaves the field, right? When this card leaves the field, you add the Monster Reborn back to your hand because it was the card that you discarded. They are really cool. The guy who made this is Fracture, and I asked him if I could use these cards to make videos and to use them in duels, and I will be uploading the duel video soon. And he was really kind, and the archetype is good, it's epic, and I like it. So let's keep on reading. Number 3, it's Irradiated Paintman. It's a fire type monster, level 3, Beast Warrior. Once per turn during your main phase 1, you can discard one card. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. When this card leaves the field, you can add one card discarded to the graveyard by this card's effect to your hand, and you skip your draw phase. So basically, you discard. If he goes to the graveyard, you can take the card you discarded back, and you skip your next draw phase. So that's really horrible or good. That's why you need Reckless Greed to allow you to draw. But things will get better once the queen comes out. Okay, so now we have the Amphibious Paintman. It's a water attribute monster. It's level 3, it's a beast warrior, and its effect reads, once per turn during your main phase 2, you can discard one card. Special summon one Paintman monster from your hand. Awesome. And when this card leaves the field, you can add one card discarded to the graveyard by this card's effect to your hand and skip your next draw phase. And its attack is 1200 and its defense is 800. Okay, so basically this guy is the key of the deck. In this deck you can use cards like double summon because you need to normal summon them fast. So basically you have to swarm the field with them so you can negate your opponent's effects, etc. and counter them. And well, yeah. So now we have the Chivalric Paintman. It's a light beast warrior, level 3, and its effect reads, once per turn during your main phase 1, you can discard one card, send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. And when this card leaves the field, you can add one discarded card to either. You can add one card discarded to either player's graveyard by this card's effect to your hand. Skip your next draw phase. Oh my god. I didn't rate this. From either player's graveyard. Wow. So if you discarded, let's see, if you discarded, I don't know, a blue eyes from his hand and he goes to the graveyard, you can add the blue eyes to your hand. I don't know why, but I had that I had that spark, which is retarded because blue eyes is a 2 tribute monster. Anyway, its attack is 1000 and its defense is 1000. And now the boss card basically of this deck. The boss card of the deck basically is the Synchro monster, but Paint Queen is just amazing. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. She's Earth, level 5. And its effect reads, this card cannot be normal summoned or set. When this card is added to your hand by the effect of a Paintman monster, special summon it. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw up to 2 cards. When this card leaves the field, you can add 1 card discarded to the graveyard by the effect of a Paintman monster to your hand. She is just amazing. I mean, you discard her with Amphibious Paintman to special summon 1 Paintman monster from your hand. It could be another Queen or it could be another Paintman. And when he leaves the field, you can take Paint Queen back to your hand and discard and special summon it because it was brought back by the effect of a Paintman. And basically, when she goes to the field, when she goes from the field to the graveyard, you can get one card discarded by the effect of a Paintman. So, and you can draw up to 2 cards from your deck. Remember, since you're not gonna be drawing during your standby phase, if you activate their effects, you will need to draw. So basically, she is the draw power of this deck. And I don't think she's broken because she's not. She's just the normal draw booster of a deck like Formula Synchron, TG Hyper Librarian, all of those cards. And now we have Paint King. It's a level 9 Synchro monster and it's Earth. It's a fairy and it requires 1 tuner and 2 Paintman monsters. Nonetheless, 2 Paintman monsters. So basically the tuner obligatedly has to be level 3. Unless you play with the levels and you use 2 Paint Queens to summon Paint King, which is gonna be rather impossible. Not impossible, but improbable. And its effect reads, this card gains 200 attack for each Paintman monster in your graveyard. You can discard 1 card to negate the activation of a card effect and destroy it. When this card leaves the field, you can add up to 2 cards discarded to the graveyard by its own effect to your hand. So basically, he rocks. He is amazing. He can negate. He's basically a Sheehan but with a cost. Unlike Sheehan, he's broken as fuck. And well, basically Paint King is awesome. You can discard, negate anything, any card effect, and destroy it. And it negates the activation. And when it leaves the field, you can get back 2 cards discarded to the graveyard by its own effect. So basically his attack is 2000 and he is an amazing monster. And for our last card, and this is where double summon comes in handy. Paint Orbs. At first, I didn't get the idea of what this card would do, but now I do. And it's a continuous spell card, and it reads, when this card is face up on your field, you cannot construct your draw phase. When a Paintman monster is normal summoned, draw 1 card. That's another draw power of the deck. So basically, you'll go like paint orbs. Okay, normal summon amphibious Paintman. Draw one card. This card for amphibious Paintman's effect. Special summon. Set two cards. Go. And then let's just say he sets or something, and he normal summons, I don't know, Thunder King Ryo, and you activate Bottomless, and it's your move. You can't draw. You normal summon again, or activate the the tribal Paintman's effect to destroy the set cards he placed. And normal summon, draw, activate Reckless Greed, draw, discard, blah 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 blah, all of that. So the deck basically is very consistent, and I like it very much. Okay, guys, now for the deck list, we have 3 Tribal Paintman, Back Row Destroyer. We need 3, that's it. 3 Irradiated Paintman. Basically, the how do you say it? The the direct attacker. And we have 3 Amphibious Paintman, the special summoner, obviously 3. And we have 3 Mutant Paintman. He destroys monster, always good to destroy monsters. We also have 3 Chivalric Paintman. He basically sends one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. No Dark Worlds, no discard, send. We also have Paint Queen. 3, obviously. Draw power of the deck, awesome effect, awesome defense. And it's level 5. Easy synchro summon for Stardust Dragon. And we have 3 Creation Resonator, a real card that exists. And its effect reads, if you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, special summon this card. We also have 2 Chaos End Masters, staple of the deck. We also have Light Ray Madur because of the large amount of light monsters. And we also have no more monsters. LOL. So now for the spell cards, we have 3 Paint Orbs, draw power, 2 Double Summon, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Dark Hole. We have for traps 3 Reckless Greed, 2 Mirror Force, and 1 Solemn. And for the extra deck, we have 3 Paint King, 3 Ally of Justice Field Marshal, level 9, very good. We also have Beast Lord Vulcan. I literally never knew that that card existed until I saw this deck list. So yeah, DeLorean, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. Since you have a water monster, you can synchro summon with Creation Resonator to throw the Lauren and keep discarding, and yeah, do your thing. 2 Stardust Dragon, very easy to make in this deck, and Crimson Blader, 2 Crimson Blader. So yeah, basically that's the deck list I will be using. Tell me, what would you change, what would you add or remove from the deck to make it faster or better or more competitive. I will be sure to check it out, and yeah, tomorrow I will be posting the video about the duel. Obviously the cards are proxy because I don't have a printer, and it's, well, a waste of ink. So yeah, hope you like this episode of cards that should or shouldn't exist. This has been episode 4, and I hope you like the Paintman deck. Leave a like for Fracture, and we'll basically, yeah, comment in the comment section below what you think of the video, what you want me to do, what cards you want me to make, what cards you want me to investigate, what cards do you want me to remake, anything you like, except weird things, as always. And be sure to check out Darian's Shadow of the Sixth channel. He also has a cards that should exist series, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. See you later. Junkwarriordude,